Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in the back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Alright guys, coming back to you again with next fights for section 5, and this is fight number 18. Just a few more fights left for section 5, and once again we have a subscriber known as Lucas Chaser, who brings us another fight between, as I always say, flipping the two characters' main enemies, and he pits the likes of Batman, Bruce Wayne, the Dark Knight himself, versus Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin. As I always say, you can take Spidey's Rose Gallery and take Bruce's Rose Gallery and flip them and have either way. As I always say, that's how iconic they are. So let's kick it off. Real name, Bruce Wayne. Y'all all know the story of why he became Batman. No need to go into all the detail of that. He is the defender of Gotham City. He is the Dark Knight himself, the world's greatest detective, the Cape Crusader. He has many names. Batman is probably one of the most iconic heroes in comics. Okay, let's just put it like that. He has trained his body, mind and body, to basically peak perfection, to do what he does. Batman, Bruce, is a very and highly intelligent man, and he is trained in many skills, including escape artist, martial arts, criminology, you name it. He is so keen to his environment. It makes him such a worthy adversary and a great defender of Gotham. No doubt about it. You know, he's a member of the JSA, and a little members of the JSA respect him for what he is, and he truly does know. He's an example of know your enemy, know your opponent. He definitely gets into your head, as well as figure out your weaknesses, your strengths, how to beat you, and what makes you tick. And of course he has all those array of gadgets, you know, the batarangs, the grapples, the gas grenades, you name it. That utility belt is filled with things, you know, you just be like, my God, how did he have that in his belt? But no doubt about it, you know, Batman definitely is one of a kind in a way, as well as a great hero. Alright, so that was a little bit about Batman. Didn't really need to get in too much detail, so we go on to his combatant in this, and that's Mr. Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin. Probably one of the most iconic and recognizable villains of the Spidey Rogues Gallery. And let me tell you guys, Norman Osborn is demented. He's crazy. He's psychotic. Him and the Joker would probably work well together. But he's very egotistical. This man, Norman, has caused Peter, Spidey, a worlds of pain over time. And from causing Aunt May pain, to causing his former wife, Mary Jane, pain, to even causing his own kin pain. But of course, nonetheless, he is the one responsible for the death of Gwen Stacy. Norman is highly intelligent too, so don't let the psychotic stuff fool you. He's very intelligent. he created the Goblin formula that gives him his Goblin abilities, his super strength and, things like that. Now, of course, with that being said, like all goblins, being that he's the true Goblin, as he calls himself, he has an array of weapons himself, including the famous pumpkin bombs, and he also has these almost like flying shurikens that he throws out as well. His glider is filled with, smart bombs and missiles and things like that. As well as he has lasers that come out of his gloves. A lot of people forget about that, but yeah, he has laser beams that come out of his gloves. But he's more of a thinker in terms of a diabolical genius than a fighter, but he can throw down in a fight as well. So, in terms of a battle between these two icons, in my opinion, this is going to be interesting because Bruce has never faced Gobby before, and but Bruce would probably may know how Goblin thinks, because he's gone up against somebody psychotic like him, but maybe not, you see, because behind that psychotic crazy man is a genius. So Bruce has got to really have his A game in this, and no question about it, I could say Bruce will bring his A game. My guess is Bruce is definitely going to have to get Gobby off that glider. Getting him off the glider is the one thing, but he's also cannot underestimate Gobby's strength, and Norman will definitely be very, full of himself, because he sees that Bruce doesn't have abilities and things like that. So he's going to take Bruce for granted, in my opinion. Like, you have no powers, I can, things like that. You're just a little pathetic man or something like that. But he's going to have to take Bruce seriously when he sees Bruce bringing his A game. It's definitely going to be a very good fight. But for me, guys, I always leave it up to you to decide. I just give you a little outcome. Who wins in this fight? Batman or Green Goblin? And as always, this was a fight created by Lucas Chaser 13. Show him love and respect, guys. As I always say, I'm just the guy that delivers the fight. And as always, this is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real. Y'all take care and battle on.